From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
It's been unseasonably warm for the first part of our Tuesday. That is about to come to an end. In fact, if you're north and west of Tulsa, it is already coming to an end. Here in the metro, the next hour or two, those temperatures start to drop. As we look from that shot, again from West Tulsa, I showed you off the top of the broadcast. We'll watch it through the hour. This wind direction is starting to start to change. So this is looking from west to east. So we had a south wind this morning. It's more of a westerly breeze now. And in the next hour or two, we start to pick up a north wind. Let's look from downtown to John Hope Franklin Reconciliation Park. Just been admiring. We still have some really nice fall colors around the Tulsa Metro, even here as we hit the end of November. But with all the wind we've been having, that's going to blow quite a few more leaves off the trees that still have leaves on them. 70 degrees, that should pretty much be our high for the day. Gusty west southwesterly winds. Dew points have already dropped, so the drier air is moving in, and then the colder air is to follow here in the next couple of hours. Here's where the cold front is right now. Northern Osage County, you have now dropped pretty sharply into the low 50s. Burbank and Foraker, Pawhuska, the front is there, and your temperatures are starting to drop. Pawnees in the 50s, Bartlesville, Copan, low 60s, but about to fall. Same in Independence, Kansas. 70 here in Tulsa, low 70s around Inola and Pryor, down into southeastern Oklahoma. We'll have some mid-70s in our southern counties by mid-afternoon. Of course, the cold front will reach you folks in southeastern Oklahoma a little later in the day. Look across the state, it is back to winter in the Panhandle. Guyman barely above freezing with a stiff north breeze. Meanwhile, Durant, Ardmore in at the mid-70s. Now ahead of this is not uncommon for this time of year at all as we get kind of a clash of seasons, late fall, early winter, with these strong cold fronts, bitterly cold in the northern plains. Look how warm it is to the south. New Orleans, almost 80 degrees. And unfortunately, there is quite a significant risk for severe weather in the warm sector ahead of this cold front with winter weather behind it across the northern plains. Here's kind of a zoomed in view. Again, no storm threats or no severe weather threats for eastern Oklahoma today, but across southern Arkansas, Louisiana, much of Mississippi points to the east. Significant severe weather threat with the potential for strong tornadoes this afternoon and this evening. If you have family and friends that are anywhere in the yellow, orange, red shaded areas, make sure they're staying weather aware. It could be potentially a dangerous day in the southeast United States. Now here's how this looks in green country. Cold front surges south over the next couple of hours. So even here in Tulsa, I think in the next hour or two, we already start to feel the temperatures fall. 3 o'clock, we've got 50s in the metro, 40s to the north, 70s to the south. And then by 5 o'clock rush hour and onward, it really gets pretty chilly. I think 5 p.m. rush hour here in Tulsa, we're in the 40s with brisk north winds. Later tonight, a little wave of energy rolls through that it's going to produce a few sprinkles and maybe even some light snow flurries across areas mostly north of Tulsa, Pawhuska, Bartlesville, Coffeyville. We'll have an hour or two window for that tonight, but no accumulation expected. Just if you're up later tonight, see some flurries flying, I wouldn't be surprised. Tomorrow morning, winds start to diminish, but it's going to be way colder tomorrow morning than it was this morning. Lows in the 20s, wind chills likely in the teens tomorrow morning. As far as those winds are concerned, still gusting 25 to 30 miles per hour, if not stronger, as the cold front sweeps on through. Of course, that goes to a north wind this afternoon through tonight, and then eventually settling down tomorrow morning. Still slightly breezy at times, but winds tomorrow will be a lot better than they have been over the past couple of days. It's a very topsy-turvy up and down 7-day forecast here as we wrap up November and go into the beginning of December. So falling temperatures today, high of 70. That's basically right now. Again, by 3 o'clock, Tulsa, we're in the 50s. By about 5 o'clock, we're in the 40s. Tomorrow's high is only in the 40s. Back to the low 50s on Thursday, so some cool weather. Friday, frankly, looks kind of similar to today. Warmer weather, very windy conditions. That's out ahead of, you guessed it, another cold front that sends us back into chillier conditions on Saturday. Eventually, a little bit more moisture shows up at the end of the weekend. Looks like that should produce a few light showers across the area coming up on a Sunday.